Hello, friends. How are you all? As we all know, COVID 19 cases continue to rise across the world. The Ministry of Ayush is recommending the public to use a herbal decoction as an immunity enhancing measure against the novel coronavirus. The ministry claimed that Ayush Kwath formulation can help boost the immunity system, the body's first line of defense against bacteria and viruses. You must be heard about it. Some of you might have started it. Some of you must be still in dilemma whether to start it or not. Must be having so many questions in your mind. So, friends, I am here to give answers to your questions regarding Ayush Kwath. What is Ayush Kwath? As the name suggests, it is recommended by Ministry of Ayush. To be precise, it is an Ayurvedic formulation. Kwatha means kadha or decoction. Though the method of kwath preparation is explained in Ayurvedic literature, is time consuming and will require more fuel, so I will explain some easy method for the same. What are the contents of Ayush Kwath? So basic and main ingredients are tulsi, dalchini, shuntha and kali mirch. Tulsi is holy basil, dalchini is cinnamon, shuntha is dry ginger and kali mirch is black pepper. How to select these ingredients? So some basic selection tips. Take fresh tulsi or holy basil leaves if easily available, or can take dry powder. Dalchini or cinnamon in dry crude form or in powder form. Dry ginger powder. So always prefer dry ginger powder. Better not to take fresh ginger as both are having different qualities. Kali mirch, that is black pepper, whole or slightly crushed. Proportion of each of the ingredient. Tulsi, take fresh leaves or dry powder in 4 parts, dalchini 2 parts, shunthi 2 parts and kali mirch or black pepper 1 part. What are the properties and action of each ingredient? That we will see step by step. So first ingredient is tulsi. Tulsi is pungent and bitter in taste. Its potency is hot. Post-digestive effect is pungent. Its effects on doshas are it alleviates kapha dosha and vata dosha. Its action, general actions on body are it is stimulant, it is aromatic and it is antipyretic. Tulsi increases the bioavailability of the medicine, so used as a media of intake. It is beneficial in cough and cold, useful in loss of appetite, best for asthma patient and allergic bronchitis patients. It is useful in eosinophilia patients, effective in kapha that is in fever, and beneficial in urinary infection and in general weakness. Second ingredient is dalchini or cinnamon. So dalchini is pungent, bitter and sweet in taste, hot in potency. It is pungent after digestion and action on dosha is it alleviates kapha dosh and vata dosh and aggravates pitta dosh. It is good quality dalchini image. Action of dalchini on general body system, it is aromatic, helpful in dryness of throat, in excessive thirst, it is very much beneficial. Uh, it is useful in abdominal colic, that is pain in abdomen, in dysentery, vomiting and indigestion. It is salutary in cough, asthma and tuberculosis or all lung diseases. Third ingredient is shunthi. We used to take dried rhizome and its taste is pungent, hot potency. It is very important to know that it is sweet post digestive. Actions on body are it is appetizer, Antiflatulent, antipyretic, aphrodisiac, helpful in sinusitis patients, in cold patient, asthma patient, and it is best anti-inflammatory. Its action on dosha, it alleviates all three doshas. As we have already seen, it is appetizer, antiflatulent, antipyretic, aphrodisiac. Shunthi is very much useful in sinusitis, cold and asthma patients. And best is, it is anti-inflammatory. Fourth and last ingredient is kali mirch or black pepper. So useful part of kali mirch is dried unripe fruit. It is pungent in taste, hot in potency, and post digestive effect is pungent. It alleviates kapha and vata, and very much important to know that it aggravates pitta dosh. So this is best quality black pepper. Action of black pepper, it helps to relieve bronchospasm and blocked phlegm. It is best appetizer, helpful in gaseous problem. It relieves pain due to gases and indigestion. Best for diseases like sinusitis and colds, etc. What are the additional contents which we can recommend according to patient's need? So additional ingredients to be added according to patient's general constitution, patient's general complaints and need, patient sensitivity reaction to drug included, and patient's palatability, that is likes and dislikes. What is the recommended dose? This is very important to know. So actually, Ministry of Ayush recommended 3 grams of ingredients per day per person. Everyone should know how to prepare Ayush Kwath. So method of preparation. Ideally, one should follow the method of preparation for best results. A decoction or kada is a herbal liquid preparation made from one part of herbs, that is the whole mixture of the ingredients, and 16 parts of the water, which we have to reduce to 1/8 part of liquid after simmering or cooking on a low flame. It is very important, always cook it on very low flame. How often should one drink kadha? What is the daily distribution of the dose? One can take minimum once daily, maximum thrice a day. On an average, one should take twice daily. It is all depends on the quantity, how much you are taking at once, and it is depends on your tolerance even. It depends on the purpose. Means if you are suffering from the disease or you are taking it only for the prevention purpose. So tips for daily dose. You can divide the dose twice or thrice. Like you can take 1 gram in the morning, 1 gram in the afternoon, and 1 gram at the bedtime. Or you can divide it twice daily, like 1.5 grams in the morning and 1.5 grams in the evening. You can adjust the dose according to your tolerance. You can take pinch of it daily. After bodily acceptance, you can add, and if you are not having any bad or side effects, you can increase the dose day by day, keeping in mind maximum drug dose limit, that is 3 grams per day. You have to achieve it. So this is just like something is better than nothing. Any option for fresh tulsi leaves? If your fresh tulsi leaves are not available, you can take you can have a ready-made tulsi powder, that you can make it available. Either bring some fresh leaves, dry them and use as a dry powder. If everyday fresh leaves are not available, then one can bring tulsi drops of any authentic pharmacy. And this is one of the options is prepare fresh kadha, strain it, and then add drops of tulsi extracts. Can I store this kadha? Always prefer fresh kadha. If it is not possible, then these are the options. You can boil water, add powder of the said drugs, and drink it sip by sip. Second option is boil water, keep it in a thermoregulator bottle, and according to timetable just add powder and have it. And Next option is boil water, keep in the said bottle, soak the ingredients into the bottle itself as per schedule, have it. These are optional methods. These are substitutional preparation methods. Whenever possible, opt for fresh kadha. Don't prefer the kadha stored in fridge. Never use fridge kadha or preserve kadha. How is the taste? So this is very important. Most of the ingredients are spices. Mostly the contents are pungent in taste, but making it tasty, you can add jaggery, honey, black raisins, and lemon juice. Whatever is you like. Please note, don't add sweet for the patients of diabetes, and don't add honey while making the kadha or when the kadha is hot, that is just prepared, as it will cause bad effects on body. Make it lukewarm and then you can add honey into it if you want. What else I can add into the kadha as an ingredients? So actually Ministry of Ayush have not recommended any additional ingredient. They recommended only 4 drugs, that is tulsi, dalchini, shunthi and black pepper or kali mirch. Some people add gulwel, turmeric, cumin seeds, clove, etc. While adding something, you should be aware of the overall action of the drug used, as we have already seen the properties and actions and potency and post-effective, post-digestive effects of each ingredient, that you have to be well known about it. If you are not very much sure, go to your family physician, take expert advice. Nowadays, we see public start the decoction very enthusiastically, but some of them get troubled and they give up. So it is always better to take expert opinion while doing some modification. Can we give it to our kids? So this is very important question. Recommendations to kids. So kids below 12 years should take half of the quantity than the adult dose. Black pepper should be used with caution. You can start with 1 TSF, that is equal to 5 ml once daily. At what time should one consume it? Ideally, one should not take it empty stomach. Either you take it after breakfast or after lunch at bedtime, but try to take dinner early and kadha at least 1 hour before sleep. So it is always better to take after food to avoid burning sensation caused by the spices, and specifically because of the kali mirch. As we know, pregnancy itself is a very delicate condition, and it is naturally pregnant women are poor in immunity. So everyone should be or must be very conscious while offering anything in pregnancy. As you understand, all the ingredients are from our Indian kitchen spice box. They are the part of our diet since our ancient times. So, as a food product, it is not contraindication as far as pregnancy is considered. But as we all know, women may suffer from nausea and vomiting in first 3 months, so they should adjust the doses according to their condition, or it is better always to avoid if conditions are not permissive. Better to consult their treating doctors. As far as growing fetus is considered, no documentation is available showing any adverse effects of the drugs. How much the duration should be? If you are taking it for symptomatic relief, take it till the symptoms are there. As a preventive aspect, you have to take till the crises are there. Better to take continuous to get best results. You adjust your dose and duration according to your need. I have already gave you a lot of information. You yourself can take decision on the basis of the knowledge. Because everyone is different every day as far as body condition and circumstances are considered. How many times the same ingredients can be used? This is the next question. You can use the same ingredients maximum twice in a day if kept properly. It should be used on the same day only, but always keep it in mind repeated use will decrease the bioavailability of the herbs. What if people get suffered by the kadha? It is seen that some people are suffering from burning sensation, indigestion symptoms, loose motion, vomiting, acidity, piles, etc. So either you are taking it in a wrong way, that means you are taking on empty stomach, or in more than the recommended dose. As far as India is considered, we get authentic drugs, and that too comparatively cheaper. Doesn't mean that one should take it in excess. We should follow the scientific guidelines. Those who are not able to tolerate should consult their family physician for better options and modification. Or one can stop consuming it if not able to digest it. Is it safe in lactating mothers? Means in breastfeeding mothers? Breastfeeding mothers can have the kadha. It will give double benefit. As far as mother is considered and the newborn, even some of the digested part of the ingredients will go through milk to baby, and thus it will enhance baby's immune system. Is it available ready made in the market? Yes, some very well known and authentic companies come up with their products. They will be available to you at the chemist shop. You can take advantage of it. In what form the products are available? It is available in the form of tablets, powder, dispersible tablets, ready kadha, and tea sachets, etc. Any other substitute for the kadha? I will definitely suggest some of the immunity enhancing remedies in coming videos. So, I wish you a happy, healthy, and long life. You enjoy your Ayush drinking, and please like, comment, share. Don't forget to subscribe if not subscribed yet. Thank you.